Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial episode. Now in today's video we are going to be building a piglin trading farm or piglin bartering system, whatever you guys would actually like to call it. But this is my own creation and I'm very proud of it, so let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like and how it functions, and then we're going to go ahead and build it in this tutorial. So let's go ahead and check it out. This is the creation that I have come up with. It's a little bit, it's kind of big, but it's not any bigger than a lot of the piglin trading systems that I have seen out there. I just haven't seen a ton of people using the minecarts as a system for delivery. There's a couple things I'm going to go over in that here in just a moment. So let's just kind of talk about the farm. We've got 6 piglins. And I recommend that if you guys are going to be building any of your own systems, especially on your own, that if you guys are going to be using minecarts, you guys want a minimum of 2 hopper minecarts per piglin. So just keep that in mind. So this is 12 tall, but that means we can actually fit in 18 hopper minecarts. So that means we actually get 3 hopper minecarts per piglin. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. We got a couple indicator lamps over here, which will signify certain things, what's going on in the system as of right now. The system right now is completely off. This light that's on is actually just letting us know that there is gold inside of the system and that it's ready to be used. When it goes off, that just means that it's time to be refilled. We have this lamp, which will actually turn on and off the cart, the hopper delivery system of the gold, so you can actually power that on and off whenever you guys would like to. And then these 2 lamps will actually mostly be on and off when the system is running. This is the main power. There's only 2 levers in the entire system, so there's not a lot to get mixed up. I just wanted this function deliver gold prior to, or whenever I need to actually refill it without the system actually being on. So this one will actually turn this system on, which is pretty outstanding. So this one will turn on when the whole system is powering and running. And then this one will turn on when there is items in the overflow, which will basically stop the system for just a moment. And then it will power itself back on when the items have been taken away from the piglins. So that way it prevents any type of overflow. So when that comes on, that means there's items in the overflow and means that things won't be dispensed. So let's go ahead and kind of show you guys what this is like. It is going to be a little bit loud, so I'm going to apologize if it's loud on your end, but we're going to go ahead and turn this thing on. You're going to see that they're going to get dispensed gold right off the bat. The minecart has turned on, which indicates by this lamp here. That means that the system is currently off because this lamp has turned on. This means that it's not going to deliver any more gold because it's on. And when it powers off, you'll see that we'll instantly get gold. So watch what will happen. This is going to turn off, and then we're going to get gold, and then when it's powered on, basically those are going to be retracted. So it does keep up with it pretty well with the 18 hopper minecarts that we actually do have, which is pretty fantastic. Now, another function that I like about this system is that it's automatic on this side, and it will actually keep the minecarts going until it has delivered all of the items to the storage system. And that's kind of the reason that we have the hoppers going down the back of this area. And it's all controlled by this bottom hopper right here. And as long as there's items in this thing, it will continue to pump out the minecarts and deliver everything. And then the rest of this is everything that you guys are going to need. So you guys will need 90 chests, and that's going to be mostly for the collection system. Obviously hoppers, we got some powered rails, redstone dust, 31 redstone torches, we got some repeaters, some comparators, some walls if you want to use it for decoration, glowstone for lighting. Got redstone blocks. You could also use some levers and power some of the power rails if you guys would like. We got some sticky pistons, some regular rails for the corners, 6 carpets, and then you're going to want to use some type of wood pressure plate. Don't use like the iron, don't use gold, and don't use the brand new one, which is going to be the blackstone polish pressure plate. The system will not work the way that it's supposed to. We got 6 dispensers, 4 redstone lamps because of our indicators, a few slime blocks, a couple levers, and a couple observers. And that's it. So let's go ahead and build this. Now, if you guys are building with 6 piglins, you're going to want a minimum of 10 high off of the bedrock. So let's just do that. And you guys can actually build this pretty much in any biome in the nether, and it just does have to be built in the nether. So we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is basically where we're going to start building our platform, is right there. All right, so you can really go whatever direction you would like from here. So what we're going to start with is I'm just going to go ahead and start with my droppers. And this is going to be the collection system of the build. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put in just a few temporary blocks. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a hopper here, hopper there, and you're going to skip every other one. And then you're actually going to put another one above it. All right, so let's go ahead and put that there, and it's going to be every other. And you're going to grab your comparators. This is where a lot of your comparators are actually used. So we got comparator, 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 comparator on each of those, and that's going to read those specific hoppers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a solid line like this going that way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our redstone torch and our redstone repeaters. So we got repeater on the every other one. Then we're going to have our dust in between each of those. So when any of those are actually filled, this entire system will actually be lit, is what this is going to be doing. And then we're just going to leave that for now. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to surround the piglins, because the piglins will be standing on the top of this thing. So let's just go ahead and surround this on each side of those hoppers, like so. And then I'm just going to come out one more as well. Whoops. And then we're going to build in the front of it. And then we're going to do white stained glass in the front so we can actually see our piglins. Then you're going to build up your wall. On the back like there. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to grab some carpet. I just like to use black because it looks nice with the actual build itself. So that's going to go on top of the hoppers. If you don't want to have them anything on the top of it, you guys don't necessarily have to. It's completely up to you. And then what we're going to do here is we're also going to put a couple items on the back. So this is basically what the back of the system will look like. And that's our trading cells all set up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I built 7 for some reason. I guess I didn't need to have this last one. We're going to get rid of that one right there. Perfect. All right, now what we're going to want to do is we're going to come back up 1 and up 2. So back 1, up 2. And then we're just going to go and make a line here. And those are going to be for the piglins later. Now, you guys wouldn't necessarily do this right now because you're going to want to get your piglins in place before you do this, just to let you know. But the reason I'm doing this is I can use the eggs. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put these in later. Don't do those specifically right now. Then you guys can cart these in however you want with minecarts, or you can lure them in with gold. It's really up to you guys how you would like to do that. Now on the top of these, we're going to go ahead and use our wood pressure plate. So that's going to be just sitting on the back of those. And then what you need to actually do is you need to round this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some wood back here. That should be fine. And then on the top of those, we're going to grab our dispensers. And then we're going to face them towards us, or towards the piglins. Just like this. And that's your only 6 dispensers that you guys are going to be using. And then we got to make sure that this gets surrounded, that no items will fall out. Perfect. Now below here, we're actually going to go ahead and put in our redstone torches below each of those. So perfect. So you're going to have something that looks kind of like that. And then I recommend that you guys go ahead and put some glowstone in, or some kind of lighting source just to kind of light up this entire area. So what we're going to do is we're going to do glowstone, and this is going to be on the very top. That's where the gold is going to be dispensed. So bottom chamber is going to be the piglins, and then the top chamber will be your dispensing of your gold. All right, so let's go ahead and put in our pistons. What we're going to do is we're actually going to come off this one by 3. So, and then you're just going to make a row all the way back. And we can do this one there. And then what we're going to want to do is grab in our sticky pistons. And it's going to be every other. Then you're going to go ahead and break those middle blocks. But what you need to do is you actually need to come down one first. Off of those. And then we're going to leave that. Actually, let's come out like. All right, perfect. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and use our repeaters in between each of those sticky pistons, including the one at the very end. So basically, when this one gets powered, it will go all the way down the line, and it will power the entire system. Now what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to go out 3 again. This is going to be another sticky piston, and that will basically control the system, but we want to put a block down below it. And we're going to come down a couple, and then this is going to be a redstone torch on the top of this one. It's going to power that. And then you're going to want to come down like this. And then this will actually just go ahead and meet up with that one right there. So this will be a repeater going into that torch, and then the rest of this will actually just be redstone dust. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming in with our power. So let's go ahead and kind of do that. And then we're going to come out. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go in like this. Let's extend this over. And then it's going to go up. I like to go up 3 in this area. So it's going to look something kind of like that. And then we'll also have walls kind of in between, I guess. Something that kind of looks like that. And then we're going to grab our levers. Again, I'm not making this look pretty. We're just going to make it function. All right, perfect. Now, these 2 levers are the only thing that you guys actually need. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab our repeaters, and we're going to put one, oops, not a comparator. We want a repeater on the back of, not those. We want to put them right there and there. We want to go right behind where the levers are at, just like that. So when they get powered on, you can see that they're on. Now what these are going to do is we're going to go into a block. Then we're going to put a torch on the top of each of these. And then what we're going to do is another block. Then we're going to put a torch on the front of those. And then we're going to put our redstone lamps up here. We can do that now. And then this is basically, they're like staggered. So that's kind of what our system should look like. Perfect. All right, so that means when we actually power this one on, we're going to get that one to turn on, and we power this one on, we're going to get that one turned on. All right, beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to copy this again right here, and this is going to be the same thing. However, this one is actually going to get a repeater to send that signal there. So basically, when that one actually gets enough, we're going to be able to send that one to that specific redstone lamp. Because if we use dust there, then all 3 of those lamps would go on, and that's no good. Let's go ahead and connect up this redstone lamp to the hoppers down below. So that's going to basically be our lamp that's going to indicate if there's any items in there. You don't necessarily have to put this in your build if you guys don't want to, but I like to know why my gold maybe isn't dispensing like it should be. We're going to come down 5. So, and then this one we're going to break out, and then this one we're going to break out, and we're going to put redstone torches on those, and then we're going to come out 1 diagonally like that, and then 1 more. Now, I did misline this up earlier, so we're going to delete that one and that one. We're going to put redstone dust there, redstone dust, repeater, and repeater. So that way it actually goes both directions just fine. And let's go ahead and put that, and that's going to be 1 below the lamp right there. Then you can put a block of choice there, and then on the back here we're going to build up just a little bit, and then we're going to put chest here, and then also a chest there, and then you need to break one of these so that you can have a hopper in it. So hopper there, a hopper there. All right, so this is going to be our input. So we need to attach this lamp, this input, but we're also going to attach that lever, which is this line right here. We also want to connect this at the same time as this. So we need to power that. So when that lamp is on, it's going to power up the light, and it's going to power the system for the delivery system. But if when we turn on the main system, we also want that power rail to be powered at the exact same time. So we're going to be blocking the powered rail right here, and the powered rail is actually going to be going here, and then a regular rail will be going here. So regular rail, then powered rail right here, and then we want to put a repeater into that one, so that's where we're going to do that. But we can also go right above it, and then this is where we can go ahead and put a comparator, just like that. So this will read if there's any items inside of this chest, and then this will also power if there's anything here. So what we need to do here is put a block on the top of this one, and then go up to break out that middle one, redstone torch in between, and then we need some redstone dust on the top of that, a block right there next to it with another redstone torch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do repeater and repeater. So when there's items in this one, that lamp will turn on. Now what we need to do is we need to connect up the on and off switch for the powered rail right here. So what we're going to do is this is where we need to get to. But we also at the exact same time want to be able to take power from this line. So this is rail line, and this is the entire system. What we're going to do is we're actually going to build out like right there, and we're going to do the same thing right here. And then we're going to want to go up to this so that it powers that. So what we're going to do is a powered rail, or a powered repeater there with a redstone dust on the top of that one. And then we're also going to put a repeater going that way. And then we're going to go redstone dust, and now we need to connect this one up to there. So let's go ahead and do that right now. This nice little staircase down into there. So now what we get is when this is powered, this rail should turn on. So that way that system can run independently of this one. But when this one turns on, we should get both lamps to turn on, and this power rail should also turn on. Top here, what we're going to do is we're going to add a block here. And we're also going to go ahead and add a block here. And then we're going to go hoppers into each of these dispensers so that we can refill them. Block, 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 and a block. And then we're going to go out another one, and then out two, and then up one. And we're going to delete that first one that we got done putting. And we're going to want to put or power this however you guys want. So you guys can use a lever if you would like. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a redstone block, and then we're going to go ahead and put that all the way down. You're going to see that some of these are going to light up, which we don't want to do that, because if these depower because the lamps are on, then that means we're going to lose power here. So you're going to want to put somewhere, just go ahead and throw in like a redstone block somewhere. It could be like right here, it could be there, just wherever you guys want. We're going to delete that first one because now this rail line is going to go down here because we want to connect it with this right here. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to basically mimic this staircase right here. And then you can break the ones in the middle if you guys would like. And then we're going to go redstone dust on the top of those. And then we want to connect it up to this block right here. So then we got redstone this. So we got power into here, and it's also going to power this one. So again, turn the system on, lamp, lamp, and then power, power. And then this one is what this is going to do is this is going to be sent off so that the minecarts on the other side will actually get powered. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down one more like that, and then we're going to come straight across. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to place down a cup. We're going to place a repeater right here because we're going to need one. And then that way we actually don't have to put anything on the top of it. So when I hit that repeater, the signal will actually be sent a little bit further down the line. So perfect. Otherwise, if you put redstone dust there, what you'd have to do is just put a block on the top of it to cut off any signal from intermingling, because we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that this line is separate. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that's going to be putting in our rail line, because now we know exactly what we're working with. But what we're going to do here is we're going to grab our glass again, and it could be whatever color glass you guys want to use, and we're just going to step up right here. And then this is going to connect with this system right here, if I don't fall all the way down. All right, perfect. Now this one right here is going to be a redstone block, or powered, because that one's in between those two lines, and then this will actually be able to not cut off any of the redstone signal going down. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put in our, then we need to power that one. I'll show you guys how we're going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and put a block right there. Again, it's in between everything. And then we're going to go powered rail, but we also want to make sure that this area is powered. So we're going to go there. So power rail to there, and then a regular rail on the top of that one. Beautiful. So that is our delivery system of our gold all set up and complete. Now let's go ahead and start placing in our main rails. This is going to be the delivery system for all of the items that we're going to be getting from the piglins. So let's just go ahead and build that out. And you only need to go basically even with this. So I guess we could actually go one out, because we're going to need to staircase that up. And then this is all going to be powered rails as well. So you're going to have to put redstone blocks are in, or you guys can actually go ahead and just, you know, throw some levers in anywhere you guys want. It's up to you what you guys would like to use, levers or redstone blocks. I'll again leave that completely up to you guys. Now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and build in our floor. So now that we have our floor in place, if you guys want to put more lighting in, then make sure that you guys are doing that. I like to go, you guys can actually do every 3. That would be 3 there. And let's go there, and then that's so that way it's actually like symmetric, but you can put more lighting in there if needed to light up the place. It's completely up to you guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to grab some glass, and we're actually going to come off right here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to come out by 1 here, and then this is going to be our tower going up, our outside, and then this one right here will be basically our system that's going to be holding in our mine carts. So what we need to do now is we're going to come in 1. So this would ultimately be right, we're going to have you to fill in this middle section as well. And then you're going to have hoppers going into the area like that. And then I'll kind of, hopefully you guys can kind of see what happened with that farm over there. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to put in our first set of chests. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually just grab this one. And we're going to do chest, chest, and chest. It's going to be 3 high, and we're going to do that for each system. You need to skip 1, and then you need 13. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then you're going to put 1 more hopper facing downward into that one, and then this next one is actually going to go into that one. So down and then back. Make sure that you guys are doing that one. And then on top of each of these hoppers, you're just going to put 1 more hopper facing down, and then what you're going to do is do a line of whatever building blocks that you guys are using. Then on the back of these, you're going to go comparator on each of them. And then you want to grab your hoppers again, and then you want to make sure that you're placing a hopper going into each of those comparators for your storage system. And then this one will be a blank one. So let's go ahead and start creating our non-stackable items. So we're going to go ahead and put a comparator, and then you're going to go block here, block there, and a block down. Then we all need a block down here, and then a block back like that. So you got kind of this upside down L, and then this shape. Then we're going to go redstone torch there, and then you're going to go ahead and put a dust here on the top and a repeater right there. and that is your non-stackable item filter. And then anything that's not considered stackable will drop down into this hopper line. Actually, it will be recycled and continue to be processed through the system by the mine carts, because it will actually, as they're going down into the system, these hoppers will actually load the hopper mine carts. All right, so now we just need to build a standard sorting system. So we're just going to basically go out by 2. And then down below, you're going to come back 1, and you're going to go all the way over. And you're going to come back down and over 1, so at a diagonal like that. And this is where your repeaters are going to go. We're going to go ahead and fill that in with repeaters now, because we're going to be closing that off here in just a second. And then you're going to go block on the back. And then you're going to put redstone dust on everything that's up top here. Every building block that you just got done placing on the top, make sure that you are filling this thing entirely with redstone dust, just like that. And then on the front, next to the hoppers, you want to put your redstone torches. All right, that is your sorting system all done and complete. So what we need to do is we need to build this one up higher so that the hopper minecarts will actually fall into this. And what we're going to do is we're going to build this down 12. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we're going to do one more, because this is where our hopper minecarts will be dispensed at. We actually do need to fill in the center one, because we need to hook up in all of our hoppers first. And we're only going to go down to that level there, because we actually only go down to the 12. Hopper, 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 and hopper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete everything in the middle. Then you're going to go ahead and build one more like that. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of that front one. And we're going to come back. Basically, let's see, it's going to be 2 right there. And then what we need to do is put in a sticky piston. This will actually have to be a building block, not a piece of glass. And we're going to come down at an angle, put a torch there, and that will extend that one. All right, so then from here, what you're going to want to do is just come out by 3, and then this will all be dust. All right, then on here, you're going to want to go ahead and put whatever building block you want here, and then this is going to be a comparator, and then this is going to be a block, and then this is going to be a repeater right here. That way we don't get the lines intermingled. Go ahead and grab that, and then put that there. So this will read everything out of the anything that's in the hoppers that we don't want to, that we want to make sure that the system basically keeps putting into the system. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our redstone block here, and we're going to go up by 2. And then what we're going to do is reuse our 3 slime blocks that we actually had earlier. So grab those. Then we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And then what you're going to want to do is put in a sticky piston going downwards like that. And then regular block, and then you're going to come out 3. The first 2 will be repeaters. And then the last one will be a redstone dust. This one's going to be on 3 tick, and this one's going to be on full delay. So just like that. Now you need to grab your only 2 observers that you're going to be using. So we could actually go here and here. Grab our observers. And you're going to put one facing this way. And you're also going to have one facing this way. And what's going to happen, you're going to see that that system will actually fire like that. So this one will actually be held right there. And then there's going to be a piston that's going to be right here facing into that one. So it's going to be basically extended. Now we need to connect this line up to the top here. And we're gonna basically put it right to this. that. That's going to be filled in with redstone dust. Like that. You can actually move this one here if you want to. Powering that block. All right, perfect. Now we need to make sure that this this line right here actually misses all of this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete that first one. And we're going to come down and we're going to staircase this one down. That one. That one. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to grab our redstone block again. And we're going to come straight off of this. And then down one more. And we're going to delete that one. And then this one actually needs to be a building block right here. And you're going to extend that line out. We're going to put a power rail there, powered rail there, powered rail here. Delete that one, and it's a normal block there. So you get this angle on your powered rail. So now we ultimately just need to connect this line to this line right here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to keep staircasing down until this matches up with that. Perfect. So what we can do here is we'll delete one of those, and then we'll just put in a redstone block, or you can power it however you guys want to with the lever or whatnot. And then power rail, all the way up. That one should be covering all of that. Nice. And then we need to grab a couple more regular rails here. There and there. And then we need to do the same thing here. So this is going to basically come up at an angle to this one right here. So what we want to do is we want to staircase this down. Until it matches up all the way to that one right there. Perfect. Now you can replace this one with a redstone block, so that this one will actually get powered. That's going to go all the way up to the top here, and then all of this will be powered rails as well. And then all the way across. Then you just need to go ahead and put in one probably redstone block anywhere that you want. That should power a majority of it. Okay, so we'll have to put in two. Fine, or what you could do here is you could put one right there. Up to you how you guys want to do that one. And then we need to put a regular rail there, regular rail here, and it looks like we need to power a little bit of this railway right there. Perfect. And you guys are almost complete with the actual build itself is all done. All right, so what we're going to do now is we just need to set up our item filter. So you can actually grab your anvil and then whatever item that you're going to basically be naming. So I like to use paper. That's just my personal preference. And then I'm just going to throw all of those in there, and then we can just name it to whatever, as long as it's not going to be going through the system. And then you're going to be putting 4 in each of these, but not the non-stackable one. Before 4. So this is everything that this system will produce, including the non-stackable items like books and potions, and you also can get a netherite hoe from doing this. I haven't seen a netherite hoe in my testing of this. So I know it is pretty rare, but it is a possibility that you guys can get one. That's what I'm going to hope for in my survival world. Well, let's go ahead and just put these in. And you're just going to put these in any order that you guys want, as long as you make sure that you put in, each of these into... All right, now that we actually have our adult piglins in there, we're going to want to name tag these, because otherwise if you guys don't name tag them, they will get, they will despawn on you. So let's go ahead and throw those in there, and let's just, I guess let's just name them piggies. Then name you, name you, and name you, and name you. Perfect. Now what we need to do is put the glass all the way down. So you're going to want to come up one like this. Well, this is technically two, but you're going to break the bottom one. And then you're going to go ahead and put in your sticky piston. So let's go grab a sticky piston, or not sticky piston, but a regular piston. This is actually not part of the build, but it's needed for this portion of it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a redstone block and then just power those pistons, and it will push it in place, because the piglins are too tall with that carpet that you can't place anything above their heads. So if you guys don't place in the carpet, you guys won't need to do this step of your build. Other than that, we got everything ready to go. We just have to place in our hopper minecart. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load up this system first. So let's go ahead and put in our hopper minecart here. And this will go backwards, and then we're going to grab in our gold. And then we're just going to go ahead and chuck a whole bunch in here. All right, I'm pretty sure that we've let this system run long enough. Absolutely. I actually changed out the floor a little bit, so it makes this cool looking pattern. Plus, we lit it up a little bit more, and it looks really, really good. I like that. Maybe making it a little bit staggered by using maybe some of the slabs would be a little bit better, but we'll just leave it like that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this off right here. That should be all done. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Obviously, the first time around is always the most, you're always anticipating the worst. So let's go ahead and make sure that everything is right. Let's go ahead and turn the system on. We're getting gold like we should. I can hear the system dropping in the mine carts, which is fantastic. And it is retracting the way that it should be. Our overflow light is on, so that means we shouldn't get any gold. But it must have just turned off for just a split second. Got an additional gold right there. And then what's going to happen, you're going to see that when all of these comparators are off, we're going to get more gold dispensed. So when all these turn back off, so now we just have that one and that one. Oh, now they're all lighting up because we just must have got another round of goods. These will all push in. One more lamp, one more. Pick it up. There it goes. Now we're going to get more gold. And that just prevents any type of overflow in the system, so the system can keep up with the amount of items that the piglins do basically trade with us. And that's why I recommend a minimum of at least 2 hopper minecarts per piglin, but preferably 3, to be completely honest. So this is why I went with 6, because we can actually get away with 18 hopper minecarts in a 12 system. So for every block, you should be able, or for every 2 blocks, you should be able to get 3 hopper minecarts in. But that is the entire farm, all done and complete. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you guys do enjoy these types of videos, then make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But honestly, guys, this world will be available for download on my website, which is gamercorey.com, and I can't wait to see you guys and what you guys think about this crazy new farm that I came up with. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.